Hey y'all, it's me, Hetty, and I'm about to make y'all some of my mama's Southern style biscuits. This is the recipe I grew up with. I've got a trillion biscuit recipes, it seems, but I always come back to this one. So let's get started. I did make a couple of changes over the last, say, 10, 15 years to her original. But I am going to add, you can use shortening in place of what I'm about to give you. I'm using a half of a stick of butter, 1/4 cup, frozen and grated. And that's why I'm going to kind of work fast here. I've got a little over 2 cups of self-rising sifted flour. I have a cup of buttermilk, but I'm going to withhold a little bit of that. And right here I have a tablespoon of sugar and a half of a teaspoon of salt, okay? So I'm going to get this flour in here carefully because I sifted it. I don't want to weight it back down. One of those wasn't quite full, so I'm just going to add another tablespoon. Okay, and all I'm going to do here is, yes folks, I'm about to use my God-given kitchen gadgets. Best kitchen gadget you can have around. And I'm just tossing the butter in with the flour. I'm going to also add in my salt and sugar. You don't have to use the sugar, but it does add a little something. It does not make them overly sweet at all, so don't be trying to go, sugar! If you don't want it in there, don't put it in. It does not taste sweet. That's not ruin the taste at all, but it just adds a little something. Alrighty, I'm going to clean my hands. I cleaned them somewhat because I'm going right back in here. So now I'm going to pour about 3/4 of that buttermilk in there, okay? You're going to want a soft, moist dough. Alright, so I'm going to come in with my hand, and in the beginning I'm just going to kind of go around a circle, pulling the flour to the buttermilk. Pulling the flour to the buttermilk, as you can see. Anyway, like I was saying, you can use Crisco. When I was growing up, we did not use any type of shortening like that. Not at all. I know they've changed it now, but you know, back then I remember Mom said, that stuff's made out of cottonseed oil. That's horrible for you. So we just never used it. My grandmother didn't use it either. We always kept a small can in that. Now see, if you see a little bit of, I'll show you what I've got that brush in there for in a minute. I just want to pick this flour up. So all you do is just drizzle a little bit of buttermilk on there and incorporate it. You don't want to overwork this dough. Alright, in fact, I'm not even going to go for any more. I've got just about all I need to get out of it. I hope y'all can see this alright. I've pulled it too close to me probably. I'm exhausted today and I am sitting down, believe it or not. It's one of those bad days. Alright, all I'm going to do is switch some stuff around and then I'm going to use my handy dandy sifter here. I have many flour sifters, but I've gotten where I just love to use this for little amounts. So I'll do that and we'll be right back. Alrighty everybody, as you can see I just loaded some of my flour left over in my bowl. That's why I got a little over 2 cups. And I'm just going to put this down. Let me get red here. Just turn out my biscuit dough right here. And it's very moist at this point. That's why we want it. We don't want to overwork it at all. Okay, we set you to the side. Alright, now I'm going to come across the top. That's just so my hands don't stick so much. I'm going to pat it down, okay? And then I'm just going to knead it, I don't know, 9 or 10 times, I guess. I don't really count. I just know kind of how it feels when it's ready. Makes a mighty pretty dough. You want to overwork it, so I think I'm just about there. I lost count, but we're going to go with this. Now, I pat mine out to about, I don't know, I guess if I had to measure, it'd be about 1/2 inch. And I don't know, I'm going to try to zoom in on this. I hope you can see the bits of butter that are in this dough, and that's what's going to make it so good. All right. So, I go back and forth. Sometimes I use my 3-inch cutter, sometimes I use my 2.5. Today, I'm going to use my 2.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I almost could have got 8 out of that first roll, but I didn't. All right, I'm setting these guys to the side. All right, I set them out of my way. And I'm gonna come back in. I don't want to overwork this. I am just bringing all those pieces back together. So, I'm just gonna get, there you go. He's not exactly perfect, but he'll work. That's 5, that's 10. And then this little guy, I usually just shove in the pan somewhere. I'm not gonna waste it, it's gonna be good eating anyway. So, there you have it. All right, now let me clean up this, get my skillet. Normally I'm not doing this right here anyway, so I've got everything ready, but now I gotta move some stuff around to get it in the camera. Oh, here, speaking of, see right there? There's pieces of butter all throughout the dough like that. So anyway, look, this last one, we always called him the baby. We just smush him around, shove him in the pot. All right, I'll be right back. If you want to, and you want a browner bottom, you can just put this in the oven. My mama usually did. I sometimes do, and sometimes I don't. That's kind of where we differ a little bit. Now, just smear it over butter. It has been sitting on top of the stove, so in case you're wondering why that melted so quick, that's fine. That's the way I want it. All right, now in go these beautiful biscuits. I like mine shoulder to shoulder, and shoulder to shoulder simply means I'm going to put them touching. Then they can bounce off each other to rise. This skillet's usually the perfect skillet for this recipe too. And here's the baby. It's not going to be as pretty as the rest of them. Anyway, 425 for 20 to 24 minutes. It will depend on your oven. We've had this discussion a million times over the years. But now let me show you what my grandmother always did. All right? So I have a little of this buttermilk left. I'm not trying to just bathe them in it, but I just come along. She used her finger. And I've used my finger before, but I had the pastry brush and I'm going for the cake. I've had to wash my hands already many times. I'm going to have to in a minute as soon as these go in the oven. Anyway, she just comes across, brushes the tops. You can use heavy cream. You can use melted butter. You can use nothing if you want to. But I like to do it because she did it. And it does make them brown beautifully. Now they're going to go in the oven. And I'll see you in 20 to 22 minutes. Okay, y'all. It took mine 21 minutes. Sometimes it's 20, sometimes it's 22. Depends on the weather. And these are beautiful. And then I come along and I just lightly, whoops, this room temp. I usually use cold butter for this. Anyway, and then I just brush the tops. See that sizzle, isn't that wonderful? These are beautiful. At the beginning of the video and the thumbnail, and I might even do a close-up after I do take one out. They are molten hot right now though. We'll give them a couple minutes and I'll finish up with the end shot. Now do you see that? That is still very hot. But I am going to open one for you if I don't burn my fingers off. Let you see. Look at that. Beautiful. That is good eating right there. Num, 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 num. That's good, y'all. It really is. We're having breakfast or supper. We do that quite a bit. The kids love it. I say kids, young men. Husband loves it. I love it. We loved it growing up. We'd get excited when Mama, we'd say, "What's for supper, Mama?" "Oh, we're going to have breakfast or supper." It's economical and everybody loves it, whether it's pancakes or whatever. We're going to have some scrambled eggs and biscuits with, and if you watched this long in the video, you will know it's going to be sausage gravy, which is the next video going to drop. So anyway, y'all, this is so good. I will finish this plate with the sausage gravy. If you want to, you can put more butter on there. Remember, I've got butter in it, got butter on top, and you're going to be using it with gravy. If I was eating it with jelly, I'd probably put an extra pat of butter on there. But anyway, there y'all have it. Beautiful. Look at the beautiful, beautiful biscuits. And I can attest to the fact that they are yummy. All right. I will see y'all next time. Love y'all. Bye.